So welcome back to another video. And in as much as I'm not a fan of BEVs, battery electric vehicles, I just want to make the case for why EVs, by definition and by their very essence, are just a luxury solution and not for the mass market. So I think this may be the first time in automotive history where a new automotive technology comes out and then the government of the day is trying so desperately to make it a mass market technology. Be that as it may, I want to say that it is not without its challenges. The cost for the materials that are unique to the electric vehicles, the battery minerals and rare earth metals and things like that. We have the scarcity or limited supply of lithium and copper. One could argue that scarcity is contributing to the high cost, but even without the scarcity, there's still a cost to it. That's why the cost is a different item from the scarcity. So the fire hazard associated with batteries, their limited range, high cost of energy in terms of the energy used to recharge the battery. If it's coming out of the grid, there's a cost to it. Scaling up manufacturing, we have safe and effective storage of BEVs, and we have the weight of the EV versus the existing road infrastructure and multi-level parking infrastructure. And that's a key reason why EVs don't work for regular cars. So the structural load on the building is just something that nobody accounted for because nobody thought cars would get that heavy. So I'll start with the first one, the cost. For a luxury vehicle, they already have high costs of manufacturing. Think of Rolls Royces, think of your Bentleys, think of your S classes of the Mercedes, think of your Aston Martins, think of basically any luxury vehicle. I'm not even going to get into performance vehicles now. We're just going to stick with luxury vehicles for the purpose of this video. They already have high cost of manufacturing because they're used to sourcing rare materials, expensive materials. The high cost of manufacturing is something that already works for a luxury vehicle to begin with. So you don't get the government involved, you don't get the UN involved, you don't get the World Economic Forum involved, you don't get the Paris Environment Accord involved. Just stick to the market, let the market decide. Then you would see that electric vehicles will be limited to luxury vehicles to begin with. And there are other problems that need to be accounted for. But starting with the high cost of manufacturing, then you already limit it a few models because luxury cars make up 2% of cars sold worldwide every year. So while EVs currently they only make up 1% of cars driven worldwide. And I can assure you that's in certain countries. Those are the same countries where luxury cars sell. So it's easily swappable. You can easily make a case for why electric vehicles will work as luxury vehicles. Yeah, there are other unique problems that I think needs to be worked out. There are serious kinks that needs to be worked out. The core reason why electric cars depreciate 6 times faster than ICE vehicles, internal combustion engine vehicles, is because of the batteries. The fact that the batteries are built in, not easily replaced, and not modular. And then the second reason is the battery monitoring system, the BMS. Currently, the BMS technology in EV are not up to par with what that technology should be. I mean, the BMS that tells you when there's a problem with the battery after each drive, during the drive, before the drive, you get to see that you have a healthy battery. And so if the BMS is not working well, then the battery becomes more of a depreciating factor. So in terms of storage, a lot of luxury vehicles already are stored in closed garages and indoor storage spaces. At least they're well taken care of as opposed to the open air parking. And so that eliminates the added complexity of exposing batteries to high temperatures or extremely low temperatures during the day through the weathers of the year. And that helps the case for electric being used for luxury vehicles. And so it is my belief that using electric for luxury only has naturally solved the issue of cost, and that is intuitively where the platform is. When you fix the battery monitoring system, you have solved the risk of spontaneous combustion to a large extent. And then when you make the battery swappable, then you have solved the last issue of depreciation. And all of this put together has made it more viable for insurers and lowers the overall barrier to entry for the entire electric platform. Because with new battery technology can come better batteries that still end up going into the same car. So you can realistically see how your luxury car you still stay the decades that it's supposed to stay as a luxury vehicle, because mostly they are investments. The only thing better would be to throw in a backup combustion engine in there, and have the electric drivetrain as an option with all these qualities that I mentioned. So even when there's no battery in the vehicle, you still get to drive it fully without any compromises. So really believe that BEVs work for luxury. And I'm still going to cover other aspects of this argument in later videos. Those will be bordering on the range, the charging infrastructure, the energy costs, and I think those are the things that we still need to talk about. But we'll do that in other videos. I just want to keep this short and make the case for EVs in luxury vehicles. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video. See you guys next time.